Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and I have the flu right now. Well, I'm recovering from the flu, and I think one of the things that is helping me recover from the flu is playing one of my favourite, and definitely the game that I've put the most hours into of all time, which is Rome Total War. Last time we took over the city of Syracuse, and today I'm going to do a very fast assault on the Carthaginian faction, my kind of guide to how to make all that happen. Kind of, you know, like a Punic Wars speed run, if you like. I'd say that's kind of what I want to do today. So here's the situation. The Senate wants us to attack Carthage, but I think Carthage knows what's up. They've even sent some troops to block my guy from advancing any further. But they've not got much strength there. Right, I'd say it's time to just pull all of our troops together and start advancing here. Right, our faction leader is a skilled infantry commander and just generally good. So he's going to lead this. He's going to lead this new force that we're constructing. Meanwhile, we just need to send the best of the best of the best, and also those mercenaries. We're going to send all of those with him. We may need to lower the tax rate is already quite low. Right. We may need to send more troops to... Oh dear. Yes, this is what happens when you take over a settlement and you don't burn it to the ground. They're really ungrateful about that whole thing. You'd think they wanted to be burnt to the ground or something. I'm going to send some more troops to try and support them. Well, let's just start invading their territory, and meanwhile the force I brought with me with these guys should easily be able to take out whatever this small force is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they know we're about to declare war on them. I think they may have figured it out already. Skirmishers and town militia. Yeah, super easy. Meanwhile, let's just invade this town. Got our way in. Managed to have a look at that. Faction leader and family member. Not too difficult at all. I'm going to fall down a bit. These guys are not strong enough to be out on their own. And we don't have... This one's going to be a bit tougher. This one's going to be a little bit tougher. But I think we can reclaim Sicily straight away with pretty much just our starting force. I mean, the flipping Brutii haven't taken over their baby's first settlement yet. So I don't know what the hell they're playing at. What we can do, however, is start taking out their navy. Definitely want to be making sure that they're in no position to be bringing reinforcements in. If we can stop their trade, that works for me too. Oh, Syracuse is not a happy place right now. Syracuse is a very unhappy place. But that's okay, that's fine. We'll just keep trading more troops. More police on the street will just quieten the situation down. It'll keep things calm. The more important thing is we've just gained the ability to train horses over at Masana, which will be incredibly useful. Okay, so we've moved our entire army up and besieged Lilybaeum. Now we just set up, we can afford 3 rams. It's only got basic walls, we don't need to storm walls like there were at Syracuse, that's fine. And yes, they've got a pretty sizable army, including 2 generals and a specialised elephant unit. I have a pretty large army, including 3 generals, but no specialised units. I also have a diplomat, just in case they're willing to talk out this situation. I'd like to think they are. Oh, we've got a new kid just come. Oh no! The new kid just displaced flipping Steve. Who's this new kid? Aulus Scipio. Useless assessor, this man is sadly lacking when it comes to collecting taxes, preferring to believe every sub-story of hardship rather than just take the money. Oh, Aulus Scipio, an obsessional trainer, +1 morale, that's actually, and 10% movement, that's a good thing. Alright, you could be useful, but I don't really want you to flipping go wait by the docks for a ship to pick you up and take you to Sicily. We're not flipping taking this command away from Steve, he's doing a bang-up job. The first cavalry unit is moving in to reinforce our forces at Lilybaeum, but I think they're going to be a bit late to join the party. We don't need them though. With 3 generals, all with the horse support units, we're fine. Those reinforcements, they're not, but I don't care that much anyway. We're just going to begin the fight now. Let's see if we can take out Carthage too. Oh, the gates are open. Thank you very much, Spy. Don't even flipping need the battering rams. Now, what's Hanno like? Let's see if these troops have any good advantages. Normally, they do. Normally, faction leaders have very good things, but does he have plus morale? That's the big one. No, he doesn't. He doesn't have plus morale, which is important. But neither does my guy. So you can see here, this is all of a sudden a lot smaller, less interesting town than the last one, unfortunately. And while the gates have been opened by the spy, and The spy is presumably the Incredible Hulk, because not only did he open them, he warped them to such a degree they cannot be reclosed again. I'll probably be knocking down a couple of bits of wall anyway, just to make sure that, I've got more than one entry point available to me. And let's see how the enemy have decided to draw themselves up. They didn't have that much in the way of indirect fire, did they? Oh, I think the general just sent one of his own troops just flipping flying. They never die from that, but it's a cute touch that when horses charge through your own troops, you can send one of them flying from it. They've got these slingers. Slingers are a problem. The thing that I need to do more than anything is get these elephants out of the picture. Elephants are so badass. It's the one reason to play as Carthage, because Carthage are actually a bit of an annoying faction to play as. We've got to get these elephants out of the way. Easiest way to do that is not to kill them, it's to frenzy them. And my archers can do that if they can just stay out of range of the slingers. So if I can just get into the right position, turn on fire arrows and start pelting the elephants. Luckily the enemy will basically never bother coming out of the town. So I can basically just, as long as I can get my archers into a position where they're not being shot and they can shoot the elephants, we're in good shape. Now, actually, I'm just going to turn the automatic fire off. Oh, they're so close. They're so close and they don't appear to be under fire right now. Aha! We've got them. We've got them. I'm not in range. I'm currently not in range of that thing over there. The slingers are not interested in me. I can now just throw fire arrows at his elephants. And there is nothing that he's going to be able to do about it. Those elephants are going to go mental eventually. So we'll just send some nice fire arrows. Oh, it's happened! It's happened! It just happened! The elephants have gone mad! The elephants have gone mad and are now attacking everything! I now want to stop attacking them and just let them get on with whatever fun they want to do. Because at this point, they are actually doing real life damage to the enemy. The sad thing is they won't like pick targets they don't know the look of and then just like go after them. They'll just basically pick random directions and just attack anyone who happens to be standing in them. But the enemy in this case seems to have just decided it fancies being standing in the same direction as the rampaging mad elephants. So this now works massively in my favour as the elephants decide they want to go down the crowded street. The enemy do seem to like fight back, they don't look like it because the elephants do slowly die. So this is the lovely thing about fighting elephants. Oh, there's one elephant over there. Oh, you are the king of the elephants. You, sir, are the mightiest elephant of all. Right, well, the elephants continue their mad rampage around town. I'm just going to start bringing my troops up into position. Because if we're very lucky, it looks like the elephants have got their eye on this unit over here, which will be great fun. Oh, yeah, the elephants have decided they want this direction now. Some of these guys will get back up again, of course, but not all of them. You know, there's plenty of them aren't. This elephant is the special elephant. He went to the special elephant class. We'll probably find him again there later. Oh, one of them has made a break for freedom. He could theoretically come round this way, but it's not desperately likely. Luckily, I don't have to kill him to end the quest at any point. I don't have to find, you know, figure out where he's got over there to the forest or something. Once they're frenzied, they're officially not aligned to any faction anymore. Alright, the infantry's drawn up, but it's time to send the cavalry in first, because they don't have any answer to our cavalry here. Light infantry, light cavalry, slingers, no answer to this. Let's just head in, take them out. Light cavalry stands no chance around heavy cavalry. Its only advantage is that it's faster, and speed is only an advantage when it comes to who can get to a place where they need to be first, but simple fact is, light cavalry pretty much melts in the face. Look at how fast it's dying. Just melts. It will be able to flee, however. I won't be able to run fast enough to get rid of it. No point going after that. Oh, I'll finish off the slingers' mind. Oh, the slingers are... I'll go for one of the slingers. I'll send my faction to take out these guys. Those guys don't stand a chance. My faction leader will easily be able to take out them in a nice, easy attack. Those guys have already been a little bit worried by the elephant situation. Yep, that unit is now routing for good. The enemy decided to mobilise against me. Alright, fine. You send your light cavalry into the grinder. You just do that. I will keep sending more flipping heavy cavalry at you. You just walk into that grinder, man. You walk on in. Normally, the hardest thing about this sort of light skirmishing cavalry is you can't get it to engage But because he started to charge me around these streets, they pretty much have to. They voluntarily put themselves into a situation where they're at their weakest. Because these guys, the spear-throwing cavalry, the best thing they can do is stay way back. Is just stay way, way back. But they've decided to throw themselves into the fight, so... But that's too many people, mind. That's too many people. Get your generals out. Get your generals out of that. Get your generals out of that. And while we're doing that, I think it's probably time we actually move some flipping troops into the flipping town, isn't it? Yeah, that would probably be a brilliant idea. Let's do that. Oh no, who died? Oh, who had a heroic death? Julianus. Nobody liked him. Nobody liked that guy. He was an idiot. He charged ahead. I told him not to. Rather creepily, he turns into an old man when you're not clicking on him, but he's still who he was when you don't. Nobody asked where Julianus went. He's probably fine. Right, everyone dogpile them because they've decided they want to do that to us. We've got them caught in a massive pincer. Cavalry never do well when they get pinned down by infantry. They're going to be utterly screwed. And just for fun, where are the archers? Flaming arrows of justice right into the back of their cavalry, because that will make them break faster. It's the flaming arrows that are good at the making them break. Because if you can just make one unit break, then it normally triggers a chain route. There you are, here it comes. Here's the chain route right now. One unit routes, all the rest do. Now, all of you guys, right into the back of the general's bodyguard. I think this is actually my faction leader versus his faction leader right now. You should get out, by the way. Actually, no, you don't need to bother getting out. You're already dead. Your troops are now useless to me. When a faction leader, when a general dies, his horses will disappear from the battle a second later. It doesn't matter. Yeah, just get him in. So his forces are now basically extra free heavy infantry I don't need to bother about. These skirmishers were they were YOLOing in for a second, then they were like, actually, you know what? We're good. We don't want to YOLO in anymore. We've decided you can have the town. I'm just going to send in the dead guys' horses. Yeah, fight them to the last. Doesn't even matter. They don't matter for anything else. While they're doing that, it just gives me time to draw up my infantry. It'll keep them nice and distracted. You guys draw up into a nice line, like so. And while he's slowly dying off one by one, and you guys apparently have decided there's no flipping hurry on this, yeah, just stop there and throw in your spears when you're ready. There we are. Hey guys, we've got surprises for you. It's spears! The Carthaginians' Iberian infantry is pretty damn rubbish. It does not stand a chance. It's a dreadful light form of infantry. It's like the Carthaginians are... They've got bad infantry. Oh, yeah, let's continue it. Why not? It's fun to wipe them off. They've got bad infantry. They don't have fantastic cavalry. They've got elephants, which is cool, but they don't have a single archer. They have so few military choices. You think, but that's because they're the trading one. They have all these trading options. No, they don't. Diplomacy and trading doesn't do much in this game. Doesn't do much at all. Let's just kill let's just kill another one of their factions too. Yay! Yep, 123 losses. I will take that. Albeit, of course, one of our generals died. But, never mind. He clearly was one of the ones that sucked. Right. I didn't want to exterminate the population, but apparently they've got money, so I'm going to do it anyway because I want the money. There we go. We're also going to put up their tax rate. It's called being a loser tax. And they're going to have to pay it from now on. Ooh, apparently this place already had barracks and stables. Oh no, barracks is only town watch, but it had stables. And that's incredibly useful. We can actually train a horse here, which will be very good. Okay, now that is useful to us. Julianus Scipio, you died a hero, probably. I wasn't watching when you died, so I'm not actually sure. Oh, he was the faction there as well. I probably should have taken better care of him. Ooh, blimey. Meanwhile, let's check in how Steve's doing back at Capua. You know, I've been thinking, wouldn't it be both ethically and economically beneficial for society as a whole if we used all this tax money that we collect to set up some sort of universal, free at the point of access healthcare available to everyone? Steve, you bloody communist. Oh, that wacky Steve and the mischief he gets into. Meanwhile, I've decided the final thing that we need to do. We need to avenge Julianus Scipio, whoever he was. We need to take an army and we need to sack Carthage itself. Their main army has been destroyed. They don't have a fleet in this area. They are going to be unable to defend themselves. This is the perfect time to strike. They're not ready for an attack. And my forces are broadly at strength. The faction leader himself's doing this one, obviously. He's going to take some of the new horsemen with him. He'll take all the best of our infantry, our best skirmishers and our best mercenaries. All of those guys can go along. Alright, we've got Carthage under siege. We took them by surprise. Excellent. There's 3 units nearby who might try and help, but only 3 within there. In fact, the new faction leader, the very inexperienced faction leader, is in there with not much troops at all. Excellent. We'll be able to storm this place next turn. In fact, as it's kind of relatively unguarded, let's do this proper siegey style. Right, let's get reinforcements flooding in from across Sicily as fast as we can. We want all of those guys ready for next time. We've got ships ready to take our idiot. I wonder if he's developed any new skills. No, nothing yet. Our idiot new guy, he can head down south as well, join up for that force. So if we need to, we'll have reinforcements coming in, but I think we don't need it. I think we've got Carthage well ready to go next turn. Boom. See? The Senate, you know what they asked us to do? They said, oh, would you mind blockading the port of Carthage? We will not just blockade the port of Carthage, sir. We will bloody own the port of Carthage. We will take it apart brick by brick and bring it to you and use it to write the words Carthage sucks across the coast of Rome, and we'll erect it in big letters, so big they'll be able to read it from Carthage. Ha! That'll teach them. Except I probably shouldn't do that, because by the time we've done that, we'd own Carthage, and the new Roman Carthaginian citizens probably wouldn't be happy with. Never mind, let's not do that. Capital has grown. We get a flipping governor's palace for Steve. Steve's palace. Go. Boom. Yes, Steve gets a palace. He flipping deserves it too. Now, if I bring these guys here, 3 units of cavalry. Can I reinforce that straight? I can as well. I can get those units of cavalry flipping straight over. I don't have time to get that Hastati in there, but I can reinforce my army straight off the beach. Boom. Look at that. Look at that. Reinforced army. And mercenaries just became available. Libyan mercenaries. Let's use their own troops against them for no well-explained reasons, because I could do with a few more skirmishes, to be honest. I enjoy skirmishes. Alright, there we are. We've got one hell of an army now, and now let's go and storm the hell out of Carthage. So we've got the main force of Hasdrubal. Oh, flipping hell. Did you literally just come... Oh, you picked a bad time to turn 16. Because if he just stayed pretending he was a minor for another turn, then he would have just been left alone. Because, you know, this game, like Fallout, can't hurt children. Until they're 16, they're not generals. The moment they're generals, they appear on the battlefield and you can kill the hell out of them. But still, that gives him a little bit more heavy infantry on the field than I would have previously liked. So, yeah, they're up to 70 heavy infantry, as well as some extra light infantry and a tiny bit of militia. So, not much infantry, but plenty of cavalry. And even more cavalry coming from the north. I want to take that out because I don't have that many spearmen. So I'm going to... Okay, so the cavalry is coming from the north. Because the way it works, you'll notice, like, on the way the map's drawn out there, I'm coming from the northeast and the reinforcements coming from the north. That's how the battlefield is actually going to be laid out in terms of compass directions. So I'm going to take advantage of that now. Carthage itself. Kaboom. So here we are in the northeast, and the game has drawn us up on the east. However, there is literally nothing to stop me sending a very large contingent of troops to be ready for the moment this guy's reinforcements arrive in the north. So let's just get rid of that siege equipment, just for the minute. Don't need any of that. Don't need any of that right now for the moment, lads. And just draw all of this together. And simply just say, you know what? I know you're going to be somewhere around here. So why are you going to be somewhere around here? Why don't you just appear somewhere in this sort of region, maybe a little bit more in the centre. A little bit more in the centre, yeah. Something about there. Together with some extra cavalry, just to make sure that we've got, you know, some good coverage here. Just in case they try and sneak past us. And the moment they appear, we'll just rush in. Got them. Here they are. Lovely. Now, I always love doing this. It's my favourite thing in the world. I'm not going to bother turning on their... Actually, should I bother? Would it be funnier if I did? No, I'll save the spears. I'll save the spears for later, and then just basically have everyone just bum rush this guy the moment he's on the field. We'll just move this guy slowly over this direction. But the moment these guys are on the field, Bum rush him. Go! He is going to break instant. And the next guys will be the same. Yep, they'll just break. They'll break instantly. I'll barely take any loss. Because they'll just crack. And then they'll all be destroyed as they go in. The leader might be a bit tougher. But at this point he's flipping. No, he's not. He's been surrounded. And I think they're going to all die. There we go. So that's the reinforcements taken care of. We barely lost a flipping thing, though. They managed to get, like, I don't know how the flip they got that many people through, quite frankly. They were flipping lucky to pull that off. But, yeah, that's the battle well set up there. They're not even bothered flipping, setting... Where's the 1 unit of infantry? Where's the infantry? You had 1 unit of infantry. I flipping saw him. Is he here? Where is he? Where is he? You had 1 unit of infantry. Where did you keep him? Oh, he's up here. He's up here. He's guarding this wall. Right. Well, okay then. It's this wall we're taking out then, apparently. Okay, entire army redeployed accordingly to face this wall. I've got the siege towers around here. Now, top infantry are going to be taking these siege towers forward. Now, of course, we could sneak in like we did in Syracuse, but unfortunately there's a bit of blowback in Rome and the newspapers are talking something about gross incompetence, playing with elephants, sent the generals ahead with absolutely no support when it was completely unnecessary. The thing is, best way I can get rid of that bad attention is via some form of glorious storming Carthage narrative. Best way to do that is by using actual siege towers. So, feeling like, yeah, that's going to be the thing to do. If we just do this kind of big sieging Carthage thing, hero shot, good front page, it'll be great. Alright, begin the siege, begin the towers. I actually really love the towers. The towers are awesome. I will lose men, completely unnecessarily, but that's fine. They're just like little men. They all look the same. No one, who will even know that any of these guys have died? Look how identical they are. I could just retrain a couple of them in Carthage and their families probably won't notice. But here they go. Here it is. Here's the epic hero shot. The glorious tower rolling towards the walls of Carthage. Those bastards that killed Julianus, probably, who was a hero, possibly, and was only 2 days away from retirement or something. Let's look at this from the Carthaginian perspective. See this from the Carthaginian perspective. The town militia, basically the guys who are just part of the Neighbourhood Watch Association. That's bloody hell. What do we do to them? Well, nothing. They invaded one of our towns and one of their lot got killed while they were doing it. It's not our fault, really, is it? No, not really. Oh, bloody hell, what's that? I know the towers spit arrows at them. It's great. So, yeah, arrows are a two-way thing. Arrows are a two-way thing when you're attacking. It's brilliant. Now, yep, so on we go. I did bring a spare ladder just on the off chance both of these did actually burn down. I brought spare ladders because they can catch fire, which can be very annoying. But they seem to not do most of the time. I think this one's inside the safe range. Yeah, I think both of them are inside the safe range. We'll still lose a couple of infantry, but that's fine. They will be the glorious heroes. We need some martyrs. We need some sad mugshots for the news. Because those bastard Carthaginians who killed our boys, that's what we need. That's what we're needing for the war effort here. And now they do actually climb up the siege tower and start gathering at the top, which I always find is really cool and awesome. I love it that they do this, that they gather it up. And about, I don't know, I think maybe like 30 of them or so gather at the top before it cracks open. I'm playing with the large unit scale, by the way. It's not the biggest, and I could set it to huge. This computer can handle huge. The reason I go for large is because while units sizes and the number of actual physical things within units scale up as you scale up the units, the size of the city doesn't. So wall battles become a bit weird when you go to huge scale, because then like a typical unit has 160 men, and they're not really... Walls don't fit 160 men per unit very well. So I think it works better with large, and that's my preferred way to play Rome Total War. Any second. Any second now. Oh wait, no, those guys there jumped the gun. Those guys there jumped the gun. Get in there. Get in there, you bastards. Kill them. Kill the bastards. And kill the other bastards too. You lot. You lot, go and help. Surround them. There we go. I think we'll take the gateway before they even know what's going on. Because while they're fighting, they can't defend the gateway, so the gateway will become ours. Yep, gateway's taken. The downside of wall fighting is that I'm pretty sure when a unit routes, it can't flee from walls, so it just fights to the death. So even though their defense is down, it means you'll lose way more men in warfighting than you would do normally. Gotta be honest, not the best neighbourhood watch. They don't seem to have realised that there are men behind them yet. Admittedly, I think some of these guys might just be pretending to die. I feel like he was trying to say, oh, you got me. I'll just lie down and you just don't check. Alright, we cool? We're cool, we're cool. I said, oh! Killed one of mine, the bastard. All of a sudden, this invasion is justified. So with the infantry going to be wiped out to the last man, we are basically just looking at an absolute boatload of cavalry that needs to be taken care of. One of these guys, the more injured of the two, can just... Actually, there's no towers between us and there, are there? No, there's not. Alright, that's fine. So basically all we've got is we've got the walls. We've got a clear run through to this area. Nice and wide. I like that. It's a bit less narrow than some of them. Carthaginian cities tend to be wider, which is quite nice. Executions... Oh, no. That's not the execution square. That's just the barracks. They might have an execution square. We don't know. They also might have weapons of mass destruction. We can't be sure. We should... We're glad we're invading them, just in case. Just in case. Now, let's bring the infantry in, because infantry tends to perform very nicely against these horrible, flipping, nasty cavalry things. So we'll bring in our infantry. We'll leave our light cavalry at the back. It shouldn't really be necessary. See, this is when Rome Total War was at its most gorgeous, where you just kind of let it... You just kind of took in the macro, and there's this feeling of armies slowly moving across the battlefield, moving pieces and chess. It's gorgeous. I should point out, I know the resolution of this is probably a little bit odd. Fun thing about Rome Total War on Steam. And actually, I checked this. This is true in the original CD release as well. The resolutions that are available to be selected are different. Different options are available between the world map and the battles themselves, which isn't normally too much of an issue, except for the fact that capture cards really don't like it when you shift resolution mid-video. They have a bit of a fit, and sometimes for a real hissy fit about that sort of thing. So I didn't want to risk it. So I had to find, this is the one resolution I found that looks pretty good in the test recording I did for both battles and on the world map. Not perfect, but all right. I know it's going to have, I think this is going to have some small black bars, so apologise if that's going to be the case. But not much I could do. This is the best solution I could come up with for an imperfect, for a very imperfect system. But yeah. There you are, very odd world where, yeah, 1080 by 720 only existed in, I think it only existed in battles, but couldn't exist in the real world. And the actual resolution it wanted me to go for was like almost a perfect square. Very odd indeed. Hello, someone's on the move. Who's cut? One single flipping guy. Get the feeling you're going to rout before you do anything. Yep, got that feeling. Time to set up Operation Cannot Possibly Fail. Number one, the hoplites are going at the front. They're mercenaries, you know, but they are, however, spearmen. Very, very good at this sort of thing, taking out a charging horse. They'll be very good at absorbing the impact, because whoever takes the first impact is going to have trouble. That's fine. So I'm going to let them take that first impact. Behind him, 2 layers of standard infantry, with friendly fire going to be, with the free fire turned on. Another 2 units of infantry will stand a little bit further back, ready to move in, but the street's just a little bit too narrow for them to be closer. The archers, meanwhile, will be in the closer position, ready to open fire to try and draw people into Operation Cannot Possibly Fail, because I'd say we'll be able to get close enough under this circumstance. We've got wide enough streets to do so. I just love the AI of a single kind of horse when it doesn't know what to do. It hits the town square, it's just like, hey, wait a minute. No. I'm a Carthaginian warrior, damn it. I do not flee from my enemy. I charge at my enemy. I am mighty. I am glorious. I am a lion. I remember why I was running now. Oh, I think they're catching on to what's happening. I think they're vaguely looking like they want to move into position. But they won't be able to do much to us. If they're going to get close enough to pelt, yep, I think they are, then we're just going to shoot them. Numidian mercenaries, they want to toss spears at the mercenaries, but they're going to be in range of my archers to do it. And they do not have the defense to stand up against my archers. Yep, if they make the mistake of, if a single one of them touches the hoplites, the rest of them will charge in, because they'll decide it's now that sort of a battle, and they will all die. Come on, one of you hit the spears. They've hit the spears, they've decided it's that sort of a fight, and now this is about to happen, because this is what happens when light flipping cavalry decide they're going to go into a ranged ready spearmen. They all die, except that guy who's doing really well. He even escaped as well, the mad bastard. And he's come back for more. I tell you what, we should surrender and go home. Let's just let this guy be king of Carthage. He's bloody earned it. He is bloody... Oh, no, never mind. Now we just need to start luring some of the other enemy forward a little bit. Yep, they're gonna... Oh, yeah. Heavy cavalry will do better charging into phalanxes, but not by flipping much. I don't know where the hell these guys are going. This is their town square. This is what they need to defend. I'm not sure if they've decided... Oh, well, very well. I see you are victorious. Good day to you, sir. No, they're just hiding over here. In possibly a completely inept attempt at a flank movement. I'm not sure. Well, alright, fine. You know what? I've got a plan for this sort of thing. I'm going to draw up I'm going to draw up a bit of a wider line of mercenaries about here. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to bring my own normal forces a bit further forward as a result. And that's going to let me bring my archers further forward too. Because ideally, you want a pincer movement with your guys. That's the perfect scenario. You want to be able to have a pincer. You want your horses to charge in here, and then everyone else to swing around the back. That's the good scenario. Aha, my archers now have a clean line of sight at the cavalry. Let's see if we can make this happen. Normal speed. One of the things I loved in Rome Total War was just kind of watching the arrows. Watching the arrows go as they were fired. Oh, oh no, they don't have a clean line of sight anymore. The bastards moved again. But they've got... Oh, yes. Alright, toss the spears in, toss the spears in. This is it. Now, just swing round and attack into these guys. Draw yourself up in a better line. Draw yourself up in a better line. Do it faster as well. These guys will be able to hold their own for a minute. But not long. Right, now go attack. No, you're going in the wrong direction again. Oh god, I hope they're not about to... They might be about to completely mess this up. You're supposed to be... What are you even doing? Just attack. Attack those guys. Yes, that's it. That's it. You've got them on the... What the... AI from the early snorties. Oh, cock. Okay. Okay, I'm seeing some small problems with my thing. I'm just gonna move my archers back out of the way for a minute. And bring in wave 2. Bring in wave 2. Bring in wave 2 here. Alright, we've got fresh troops ready to go. They're basically walking into my trap right now. Into the trap you come. Ha ha. The trap admittedly looks very much like the guys you just killed. But their general's really exposed at the front. And let's also commit our own cavalry. Our general can go in and do this. As in fact can literally everyone. All our light cavalry will be able to chase them down before they'll be able to do anything. There we go. We'll just literally commit absolutely everything into this attack and then everything will be fine. Why are you charging into your skirmishers? The skirmishers have decided they want to get in and do this on, just face to face today. As you can see, this was an incredibly intricate and sensible operation. Well, everyone seems pretty happy. The plan was not desperately sophisticated, but Operation Let's Just Bring Lots More Guys Than They Have appears to have worked quite well. Very well. So select all, Control A to victory. Alright, I'm up for that too. I'm going to be honest, guys. You are currently facing the wrong way. There are other problems that you're going to have to deal with very, very soon. I think we've got one last general who needs to go down here.
This is a heroic victory.
It was heroic and justified. And I have the slightly dramatic pictures to prove it. And what else can we do other than the Julianus killing bastards, other than exterminate the population? It's the only viable option. And there we go. Lovely. Carthage. Taken over very easily, all things considered, for what's supposed to be like, the main big Act 1 dramatic finale of the Scipio faction. You can just drive in, take over Carthage. Not particularly problematic. What's the message the Ascent have to say? Your mission to blockade the port is no longer relevant and is now cancelled. Yeah, because I did one better. You know, your money in the post will be fine, thank you. So there we are, ladies and gentlemen. That is just me doing my reassuring hug form of gaming. I love this so much. I don't know how much interest there is in like seeing like older Total Wars, because I haven't really played the new ones. I played a lot of Rome and a lot of Medieval too, like so much of both of those. So I don't know. I actually recently I got in touch with Creative Assembly and they were actually really cool. They were really cool with me. They kind of, you know, said they were really happy for me to make videos about the Total War series. So that's really nice of them. So I'd be really open to making like more videos about Rome Total War. But yeah, let me know if you like the Total War series and would like to see more of it, because I'd kind of really be interested to see some like challenge runs or guides and stuff, because I think I know this game pretty darn well, and probably I will know it even better when I'm not still slightly flu-addled. But there we are, ladies and gentlemen. I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd et Carthago Delendum Est. Thank you very much, and goodbye.
Good dodge, man. Question is, can you keep it up, cop? Oh, no, you can't. Ooh, nice. Oh, didn't quite get that one, though. We are going to the gun store in style. Oh, where's my partner? Oh, he's not here. Oh, so long, loser.